What's good, YouTube? I'm gonna have to go ahead and make another critique on Donavan Sharpe. I've done a few, and I might have actually private made a couple of the videos private because I like Donavan Sharpe so much. And I might have been a little bit too harsh on him in some of my old critiques. But he's from this Rollo Tomassi school, and it's a school that I don't agree with. Now, I suppose I lean a little bit more towards MGTOW in the whole manosphere equation. I'm probably purple pill MGTOW. Okay, and I've been blasted for this a million times before amongst MGTOW guys, but I think that it's possible to find a unicorn. I don't think it's probable. I don't think that it's likely. I don't think that it's easy or even probably statistically gonna happen for most guys, or I would say even a minuscule amount of guys. I still think it's possible. I think it's possible to find a quality girl who's not a whore, who doesn't sleep around, who hasn't slept around, who has values, who will love a man for who he is and not for his money. I think that's possible. I just don't think it's probable. I don't think that statistically it's going to happen for most men. Okay, that's my stance. That probably makes me purple pill. And also the fact that I haven't walked away from all women. I like sex too much. I'm not going to walk away from it. I'd take the risk of getting Me Too'd or getting an STD or getting a woman pregnant or getting fucked over somehow, because there's a lot of risks and it sucks. But I got a dick and I got a high libido. And I love women. I've always loved women, which, somebody who listens to my content might be like, you love women. I love women. I just hate their nature. I hate most female nature. I hate hypergamy. I hate gynocentrism. I hate the current court system. I hate the promiscuous, loose moral culture we have in the West. I hate every aspect of all of that, because it's all detrimental to genuine love. It's all detrimental to a quality relationship. And this comes into play. You have to ask yourself this. Is female nature good at all? Is female nature really quality at all in any way, shape, or form? And you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself. You have to say, is anything real, is as far as love or anything like that goes? You have to ask yourself that question. And that's the question of questions. That's all what Red Pill is about at its core. I mean, which is why I think Rollo Tomassi in The Rational Male is kind of wrong. I mean, he's okay. Let me put it this way. The Rational Male book is correct in like 90% of what it talks about as far as objective truth, as far as red pill terminology, as far as red pill philosophy. It's correct, and it's sad that it's correct. It's an unfortunate correct scenario, right? Yes, women are hypergamous. They want guys with money. They chase the highest value male. That's all true. And for most of us, we got to learn it the hard way. We watch Disney, we watch Hollywood, and we believe in real love. We believe that someone's going to come along and just love us for who we are. And it's just going to be all roses and cupcakes, right? All, hearts and hugs and blah, blah, blah. And it's not. And we're like, what the fuck is this? These women are sluts. They're mean. They're nasty. They're shady. They're unloyal. Anything you can think of, these women are. And you hit that point where you're like, oh shit, and then you get into the red pill. You have to be red pilled. Guys who aren't red pilled are guys who just are so good looking or have such high value that they've never been told no, that they've never been screwed over by a woman. They don't know what that is. Those are the guys who still believe in love. Those are the guys who still believe that women aren't these nasty, choosy, mean, lying creatures that they are. Most of them. Okay. And how I can say that is evident. If you go to any neighborhood, you go to all these houses, they're all filled with women who would not be in that same scenario if the guy didn't have money. They would not be loving the guy if he didn't have this house or this nice place. And that's just a fact. And that's female nature. But a lot of guys don't understand that because they never step outside of the programming. They never step outside of the matrix. They're never outside of the fact that, oh, now I got to go to college. Now I got to get a good job. Now I got to get a mortgage. Now I find my wife. They think that that's the way it should be, but they don't understand. Or if they do understand that, they don't care, or they just accept the sad truth is that if they didn't have that, the woman wouldn't be there. She wouldn't bear your kids. Now, granted, she's chosen you out of all the other guys who have houses and cars. So in a sense, you're special in that sense, in that she chose you. All the other, millions of guys who have a mortgage and who have money and who have a nice nest, as nature likes to put it. It's a nest. You're building a nest to have kids, a nest home or whatever you want to call it. Of all the guys who had the nest, she chose you. So you're special in that sense. But take away your nest. That's how you know love isn't real. Take away your nest. She's not going to be there. Okay? And that's what Rollo Tomassi really gets wrong, in that he doesn't explain what a man really should do. And a man should say, no, I'm not going to marry you on the conditions that I have money. I'm not going to marry you on the conditions that I'm a high value enough male for what you can get. I'm not going to marry you on the knowing and understanding that you are going to monkey branch away from me if you can find someone better. I'm not going to marry you knowing that the current court system is sexist in favor towards women. I'm not going to marry you knowing that this document that I'm signing for this marriage is going to put me in debt to the state if you decide to opt out of it and you can get half my shit in alimony. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to do any of that because all of that is fundamentally anti-real. It's anti-anything real. What is real? Loyalty is real. What is real? You're there for me when I lose my job and get kicked out of my home. That's real. What is real? You love me no matter what we go through. Your love is not conditional. That is real. So that isn't addressed in the rational male. Okay, so what is addressed? Okay, it talks about the red pill. It talks about everything that these women do, etc. And then it suggests, okay, and I haven't read it thoroughly from cover to cover, but I've read, I understand all the main points, and I've read through the synopsis, etc., etc. So I know what it is. And I know what guys like Rollo Tomassi, guys like Donavan Sharpe. Now, I'm not saying they have the exact same philosophy, but this is what and Pua does this too. Pickup artistry does this too. And they're all linked. Red pill, Pua, they're all intermixed. They all read the same material. They all follow very close to the same philosophy. And I've followed that stuff too. And I'm entrenched in it too. Okay. Not to say I'm any different than a lot of these guys, but where I differ is I don't play into hypergamy. I don't support hypergamy. I believe that it's a fundamentally shallow, disgusting thing. Okay, you only like me if I've got money. You only like me if I got a house. You only love me if I've got these things. That's disgusting. That is not real. To me, that's a lie. You're living a lie. I mean, that's bottom line what I think. So that's why I can't abide with guys like Donavan Sharpe. That's why I can't, ultimately it's why I can't abide. But I appreciate the hell out of Rollo Tomassi, the rational male, the truths that they uncover. Donavan Sharpe, these guys, Richard Cooper. I appreciate the hell out of the truths that they're talking about. I appreciate the hell out of it because these guys are red pilling men. The problem that I have is this, is you are saying play into it. You are saying mold the woman to be what you want. Mold her to respect you. Mold her to, and it's like, no, I'm not going to go to all that work to circumvent or to reroute or to trick hypergamy. I don't want anything to do with hypergamy. And if women are hypergamous, then by default, I don't want anything to do with women. Does that make me full MGTOW? No, because I haven't fully walked away from women, but I have my standards and I can't go against that. That's my whole point.